Church leaders in Germany are responding to the warning last week from the Holy See. The presidents of the German Bishops' Conference and the Central Committee of German Catholics say they were stunned by the message. Last week, the Vatican released a statement saying, in part, that Germany's Synodal Way cannot force the Catholic Church to change its structure nor alter its teachings on doctrine and morals. And joining us now is A.C. Wimmer, editor-in-chief of CNA Deutsch. A.C., always great to see you. Thanks so much for coming on. So why do you think the Holy See issued this warning now?
Thanks, Tracy. Thanks for having me on, and thank you for asking the really pertinent question here. There are many speculations about this. There's an incredible amount of debate. But the real reason, I think, is that there is talk of bringing on a permanent synodal way, a synodal council in Germany, which would have certain decision-making functions. And of course, that is something that I believe, and many others do as well, the Vatican would not want to see.
And AC, I'm curious, how are church leaders in Germany, how are they reacting to the statement?
There's been an incredible amount of reactions, from frank astonishment and accusations coming from all corners, to a number of bishops coming forward and saying, we absolutely welcome this latest intervention. Isn't this what the Pope has said all along? What he wrote to us in 2019, what he told us in 2015 at the ad limina visit, so many years before the Synodal Way even started, or Synodal Path as some call it. And shouldn't we follow with him to what is now the Synod on Synodality in a meaningful way, as the Vatican has suggested? However, on the other hand, the frank astonishment that I've mentioned is coming from quarters around the Central Committee of German Catholics, the lay body, together with the German Bishops' Conference, organizer of the Synodal Way, who said that this is not the way that they think a synodal church should operate. And they're astonished at the intervention by Rome because they feel that the criticism is unfounded and uncalled for.
Yeah, and the Holy Father, as you know, began warning of the lack of unity with the church in Germany back in 2019, as you mentioned. Let's talk a little bit more about that.
So this letter that was really a seminal letter came at a time when the Synodal Way went underway. It was initiated by Cardinal Reinhard Marx and the then president of the Central Committee of German Catholics, a politician by the name of Thomas Sternberg. And the Holy Father wrote a lengthy letter to the German Catholics. The nuncio, the papal ambassador, if you like, to Germany, used the occasion, and one might want to speculate with papal approval, to remind the German bishops that the only other time a pope has written to the Germans was with mit brennender Sorge, under the threat of the Nazi terror in Germany, in Europe, and across the world. Back then, the nuncio told the German bishops the Pope had written to the bishops. Now he was writing to the German Catholics. So this was a seminal letter, and as you said rightly, Tracy, it warned about disunity. It called for evangelization. It brought a lot of the themes that we've heard from the Holy Father again and again when speaking to German prelates and German Catholics about evangelizing. And we heard about living and celebrating the sacraments as well, in particular also the sacrament of confession, which is more or less moribund in Germany, as was pointed out even in a letter back in a statement made back in 2015.
Well, we will continue following that, and thank you, as always, for your great reporting, AC. Thank you for your time. Always appreciate it.
Much obliged, Tracy. Thank you.